All right, let's take a look at the micro S&P and just put it all together. And this is always a good thing to do in that replay mode. So I highly recommend that. You know, you can click onto your lowest time frame. Okay, click onto that replay mode and then just pick a spot, you know, and say, okay, we're going to go from here. And, you know, and then you can just move forward like this. High time frame, draw out your curve. And the curve would be right there, wouldn't it? And then you would say, okay, at this point in time, right here, grab a vertical axis line, put it right there, and then as you move forward, a 4-hour chart, and the momentum is up, right? So this is context that you want to stay with. Now, just because the trend is down on that 4-hour chart, that's okay. You just have to take that into consideration, but we're really paying attention to our momentum filter on that high time frame. So then move over to that 1-hour chart. We're in a downtrend, okay? So we're against the momentum filter, right? The trend is lining up, but we're against that momentum filter, and that's really what we're paying attention to. So as of right now, you've got mixed signals. So we wouldn't be doing anything with this. We have to wait, right? So what do we see here? Well, upward momentum with a downward trend, mixed signals, right? Now, this is a very strong downtrend because CCI broke below -100, and it's sort of bouncing around in that blue area. So we know we've got a strong downtrend with upward momentum. And again, that should be a red flag. That should be a red flag right off the bat. Let's just move forward and wait and see what happens. And what you would do is you move forward a little bit, grab that vertical axis line, and just drag it to the new candle. Now what do we have? Well, we've got the same thing, right? Keep moving forward. We've got a very strong, and look at how it's kind of whipsawing. Mixed signals usually lead you into whipsaw, and that's great. We love that. We love that because it's going to keep us out of whipsaw, right? So upward momentum on the high time frame, strong downtrend on the middle time frame, that's going to lead into whipsaw, and we're seeing it take place right in front of us now, aren't we? Move it forward to here. What have we got now? Okay, we're still going up. Now, look right here on that low time frame. Your first indication of trend reversal on the low time frame, Seth, is going to be a break of structure, right? So here's previous structure right here. Put a little line there, and right there, there's two pieces of structure. So we have a break above, close above previous structure, and that should signal you to say things are starting to happen. Drag it over. Are we ready to take an upward move here now? Well, we've got upward momentum, a yellow transition candle on the 1-hour chart, and oh, look at this. We've broken to the upside on our CCI. This is the very first sign of trend reversal. That's going to be in our favor. We don't know what's going to happen yet. I mean, we can see it obviously on, you know, your higher time frames here, how it takes place, but it's going to give you those signals, and it's a very visual representation of your chart, and that's what we want. That's what we're using Trend Cloud for, is to give us a visual representation of the price action, and it's giving it to us. So move forward, and this is exactly how you're going to practice it, right? We're pulling back. Do we get a Trend Cloud signal? Boom, right there. Okay, so slide this over to that Trend Cloud signal, and where are we at? We're still in an upward momentum on the high time frame. Middle time frame is transitioning into the uptrend. We still have those yellow candles, but again, CCI never broke below -100. So could you take this trade? Look, it's a little risky, right? It would be a little bit risky, but you've got the majority of the puzzle. If you wanted to be really conservative, you would wait for a full upward trend on that middle time frame. But let's say, look, you really just want to trade. You really want to trade. You really want to get in there. Let's make a little line as to where that entry would be. Let me get off the magnet and trend cloud signal, right? You can enter the trade at the top of the wick. You would put your stop loss right there. There's your stop loss. And let's see what happens. Here's your first target, right? You always take that target on the structure of the candle. You can, you don't have to, but it's always a good rule of thumb. And let's see what happens here. Okay, small stop out, right? Small stop out because we still don't have that upward trend. It's just pulling back rather deep. Okay. No problem. Small loss because we took a risk. Now we're going to wait. We're going to wait for that. We're going to wait for that transition to take place. Okay, naturally now it goes in your favor a little bit, but we're still in that whipsaw mode, aren't we? What time in the morning was that? Okay, that's 3 o'clock in the morning as well. Okay, when we took that trade. So you can see that time, from 7 to 11 is really the most powerful, when the most powerful trades take place. We're still 4 o'clock in the morning, almost 5 o'clock in the morning. Meh, you're not going to be up anyway, but as far as technique goes, now it looks like we've broken through again. Bring that over. Okay, look at this, Seth. Right here, we're just starting to cross over. Now this is looking good. This is looking like a good trade. Now it's 6 o'clock in the morning, okay? So maybe you're up. This is the micro S&P. So we're going to be looking at that opening range breakout anyway. Move forward. Okay, let's put the opening range on there. What time is it now? Pull this back. We're right here, 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay, now we're at that time where between 7 and 11 where we're seeing the really good stuff. Are we allowed to take this trade? Yeah, we sure are. So on that next pullback, if we get a trend cloud signal, and it looks like it's going to really break to the upside here, pulls back into trend cloud. Okay, so looks like we couldn't catch that, right? Looks like we couldn't catch that, and sometimes that happens. But look at how it told us what was happening. Look how it told us what was going on. Bring that all the way to here. Remember, we're almost at that curve zone. Probably missed that. It's 8:45 in the morning. Let's turn on the opening range breakout and let's watch it form. Let's watch the opening range breakout form and see if we could get in on this. Okay, breaks to the downside on the opening range. When you've got upward momentum, upward trend, above positive 200 on CCI, you're not looking to go short off the opening range, right? You're looking for, what's it called? This is in the master class. You're looking for the bear trap, right? And this is the bear trap right here. It pulls back into the trend cloud, into that trend cloud signal there. And let's box it off with this. Okay, come on, right there. And there we can keep that. We can keep that. This is a zone right here, right? We're looking. You can look at this as a bear trap. Make it green. Okay, and it looks like it does pull back and hit it. Let's go a little further. Rips through. Really nice. That's a negative. That's a neutral candle. Pulls back deep. Do we get a trend cloud signal out of it? Right there. Okay, so it looks like it wanted to go to, remember this is all real time. So this is a very realistic way of looking at the entire move. So you may have had to have taken a couple of shots at this. First zone, demand zone, didn't work, broke through, it hit that second one. Okay, so you could be in this trade right now, or you can take the trend cloud signal. Where would you take the trend cloud signal? Grab a line right there, stop loss right there. Okay, let's see if it works out. Pulls back, nice trend cloud, and it's off to the races. All the way back to that curve zone, right? So this is a great example, right? So you could see, if you're going to take a risk when you don't fully have every single piece of that trend cloud trade plan, just make sure you've got a really hard stop or a close stop. Hey, you don't know what's going to work and what's not going to work. That's not your job. Your job is to take trades. Your job is to follow that trend cloud plan and take these trades. Maybe if you're in a competition, you would have taken a little bit more of a risk on that. Otherwise, what you're going to do is you're going to pull back, put the reins on, sit on your hands and wait for that crossover to take place. And we're back at the curve. We're back at that high time frame curve zone, and that's always either your exit point. You can use it as a target. In fact, let's put those ADR checkpoints on there and see where we're at. I don't see the ADR. Okay, it's all the way up there right now. Okay. So let's see, does it hit the curve zone again? I think it kind of okay, now it starts to fail. What time is it? It is now 2:30 in the afternoon. So look at how from that 7 a.m. point, okay, 11, okay, here's 12. You were in this trade for quite some time, but it did break back to the upside and almost hit that curve zone. And now you're just going sideways. So again, Trend Cloud is telling you, hey, we were able to take this trade and it's late in the day, we're starting to fail, and now you've got yellow transition candles again. If you're not out by now, you probably want to get out, right? And just move forward. Okay, right there you're breaking through structure and your low time frame, and let's drag the vertical axis line over. So right here at our highest point, you can see you're green, you're still strong, but look at this, right here, nope, still green. But as you move forward, watch that high time frame momentum filter, Seth, boom, right there. Right there, it starts turning red. So see that? See how it's turning red? That's your leading indicator that whatever you've got going on that low time frame is coming to an end. And finally, we get a crossover on the low time frame. That's it, man. You got to be out of that thing. So Trend Cloud is, again, your visual representation of what's going on. And this is a beautiful example, especially if you're in Apex, if you're trying to pass that trading challenge, which you're trying to do. If you want to pass that trading challenge, you've got to follow a strategic, objective trade plan, and this is going to carry you right over the finish line. So highly recommend using that technique, and I think you're going to be passing that challenge really soon. Just stick with that Trend Cloud objective, that Trend Cloud objective procedure, okay, which is what we call the trade plan, right? And I think you're going to be very happy with the results. And mentally, what that's going to do for you as well, Seth, is it's going to put you in the mindset of, this is a trade I should be taking, this is a trade I should not be taking. And you've got to condition yourself for that, and that's what's going to strengthen you psychologically as well. That's it for now, and any other questions, just hit me up.